everyone, I am Katie with ShopWildThings. I wanted to take a moment to show you the different types of beads that we carry. You may have read about them in our buyer's guide or in our What's the Difference Between Acrylic and Crystal guide. We carry acrylic molded on thread beads, and we also carry all the way up to canine crystal beads. These are the beads that you see in our fanciest venues. A lot of times they are made into columns, but they're pretty heavy because they're real crystal. However, they're stunning. They will throw rainbows all over your room, sometimes up to 30 feet. We've seen that happen in venues where the lights shine on them just right, and all the way across the room you'll see rainbows. They're really spectacular. The cost is quite a bit more, but they're fabulous. They're all attached to one another with jump rings, so you can make each strand as long or as short as you'd like to. Our next option here is also acrylic, and we use Japanese acrylic in all of our acrylics, so you don't get yellowing, you don't get weird looking discolorations in our beads. And we're also very careful to make sure that our molds are clean, so that when you get beads from us, they won't have odd scratches on them, little pieces of extra acrylic on them. That we use the best stuff in the best process, so you'll really notice a difference when you're shopping with us. The acrylic beads that are attached with jump rings, they are stunning and lightweight. Again, you can just make them as long or as short as you'd like to. These are very popular for tabletops too, as a more affordable option than the canine crystal, but they still look absolutely beautiful. Our very high-end clients buy these guys again and again and again, and if they have something with a particularly large budget, they'll get the canine crystal. This bead here, both of these, are our acrylic molded on thread beads. What that means is that the acrylic is molded right on top of the string, so you can trim each strand wherever you'd like just with a pair of scissors, which is really kind of cool. Okay, so again, just to recap, the bead on the far left is our Diamonds Crystal Iridescent Molded on Thread bead. The one next to it, this guy here, that's our molded on thread bead that is clear. It has no iridescent coating on top. This third strand is the acrylic octagons with jump rings, very sparkly. Right next to it is the Millennium. This is the Millennium bead. Excuse my hands, I work with things all day. This one here is our Real Crystal Canine. And this one here is also canine crystal. So you can see the rainbows that it's throwing off, super sparkly. They're all very, very nice, and they can be used together. They can all be used in the same event together and look beautiful. It's really kind of cool. You can cut up our beaded curtains and make strands of beads if you'd like to. This is the stuff that we use mostly on our beaded curtains, our columns, our chandeliers. They're super spectacular. We have them, I don't know if you can see this in the video, but this is an iridescent coating on top. We're very careful with our process, so they always look wonderful. And then our non-iridescent. You can mix all of these together. You can use these in the ceiling and these on the table. These guys here, the acrylic molded on thread, we usually recommend not using them right at the table. For example, if you're making a centerpiece tree, you'd probably want to go with something a little more expensive here, but you can still use these up high. That's why we offer them. They sparkle and catch the light gorgeously. We hope that this helps. Make sure to check out our other FAQ buyer's guides. Thanks so much.